Now, listen, you guys, Beyonce continues to make it clear who exactly she associates with. And we're going to be talking about Nicki Minaj and Kanye West and what exactly that entire video that was circulating was about. And we're also going to be talking about Jetavia. It seems like she has decided to announce the upcoming album, City Cinderella. Now, these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, there's this issue that happened, but somehow, there was a lot of things that just happened. It's about the video that, people were claiming it was actually circulating on the internet. Well, that is the Kanye West video where he was out there giving Nicki Minaj props. Now, everybody knows that Nicki Minaj is the only female rapper that can go toe to toe with several males. So he was acknowledging that, well, indeed, Nicki Minaj washed me up on my own album. Now, this is not the first time that is coming up. I mean, it has been rumored before that, well, it affected him to the point where he almost felt like removing Nicki Minaj on the song or not releasing the song at all because he had gotten washed by Nicki Minaj. Okay, so there is this little clip that is circulating about him admitting to Nicki Minaj washing him up. Now I'm just gonna quickly insert that, and there's something, you guys, that I would like to say after I insert that video.
The most memorable things about my beautiful dark twisted fantasy was Nicki Minaj and the fact that she kicked my ass on my song on one of the best albums, the best album. I'm just saying what the critics said. Of the past 25 years.
Well, there you heard what Kanye West had to say. I mean, for a man like Kanye and his ego to be able to admit to that, that is certainly a big deal. But I'm not surprised, you guys. This is why I really do believe that Nicki Minaj should not be compared with any female rappers because she's in a lane with the males, okay? She's just one of the greatest rappers of all time, regardless of gender or anything. So honestly, this is not a surprise to me. And I do know that a lot of these men out there, even that men from the Bot Nation, they know the ability of this woman when it comes to writing. And even she herself credits Lil Wayne for encouraging her to write. Okay, she was like, well, when it came to Lil Wayne and me, like, there was no "you're a woman, so I'm gonna go easy on you." No, he was like, you know what, go in there, write your stuff, and I want you to deliver just as much as I want the guys to deliver. And this is the part that people miss when they're out there trying to replicate Nicki Minaj or trying to recreate mini Nicki Minaj instead of actually putting them in some form of boot camp or something to teach them to write. They are out there getting them on the table. They think it's the behind that does the rapping. They think that having a bigger behind equates to being able to write. I feel like that's where the misconception is. That being said, you guys, I wanted to mention about this timing of this entire, Kanye West situation, because, sometimes how the algorithm is like. So I opened my Instagram and the first post I saw, it was about Kanye West and, him being accused of doing insane things to his employees and that entire lawsuit and those allegations. That's what I saw on a certain blog, okay? And then a couple of minutes after that, I then saw immediately another blog posting about this this video of Kanye West talking about Nicki Minaj circulating on the internet. So I found it weird, you guys. Like, I literally found it weird that, like, the timing, just as one blog is breaking the news of this man being accused of doing these alleged things, that's when another blog is out there posting something positive, something that they knew people would talk about the same men. Like I looked at that, you guys. I don't know. Maybe I'm being paranoid, but the timing for me, that's why I was like, let me wait. I'm not just gonna rush into reporting this because this to me seems like a situation where and the other thing was like a paid kind of thing where they are trying to deflate because they know that, once you mention Nicki Minaj in any situation, especially in that sense where Kanye West is out there giving her flowers, people would run with that and a lot of people would pay attention to the actual issue that is on the ground, which are the allegations. Now, I hope I captured screenshots of the time frames of those posts, and I will insert them, you guys, and let me know what you think about that. Because let's be honest, before that major blog posted it, where else did you guys see the video circulating? Let's be honest. Let's think about it for a minute, you guys. Before that major Instagram blog posted it, did you guys see that video circulating anywhere else on the internet? Okay. Because I was on Twitter, I was refreshing pages, I was looking for news. I did not see that. And all of a sudden, after news broke that the man was being accused of doing certain things, that's when this other blog decides to post about the Nicki Minaj situation. And that entire day, that specific blog did not post anything about the allegations. They only posted it, I don't know, 24 hours or 48 hours later. I don't know, you guys. Is it not giving paid promo? Allegedly, in my own opinion. Like, I don't know, man. Like, just let me know, you guys, in the comment section. I will try and look for the screenshots that I took of the timing, of that post. Okay. Now, the next thing that we are going to talk about, you guys, it seems like Jetavia is out there ready, okay? So she announced the release of her album, the City Cinderella. She has been teasing it for the longest of time. She had said that, well, her album is certainly going to come. Now, first of all, let us talk about the album cover. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love it because it's her own thing. I love it because it's very true to who she is as a person, and the boots, mommy, the boots are amazing also. So according to her, the album is actually going to be out on the 19th of July this year. And so yeah, congratulations to Jetavia for finally being done with. I'm assuming that it's done because I mean, if it's going to be released on the 19th of this month, it means that, well, it's probably done by now. And I love the cover. It's unique yet true to herself. And the boots that she's wearing, oh wow, I love them. They are Magella apparently, and they are so also true to her brand. And also let me know, you guys, what are you expecting from this album? Because she did say that there were no features, but then OK Remix has got a Jeezy feature. So I do not know if she was being serious about that, or if she was just joking, or if she wants to have the features as a surprise. Okay. Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, Beyonce is making it clear who exactly she is messing with. Now, a couple of hours after these blogs were out there posting about Bongo 2, saying that Beyonce inspired her to start her own liquor business, and that all this and that being managed by them, the Catters, this blah 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 blah. After talking about all of that, okay, and when those videos were making their rounds on social media, that's when Beyonce decided to take to her Instagram to post the performance of Victoria Monet and Taylor Swift. Now, if you know anything about Beyonce posting on her stories, she just doesn't, especially when it comes to other artists. She just doesn't. She's not like always posting celebrities. So, of course, that was a big deal. For the pop girlies, they were really super excited. And I mean, I understand them. I would also probably be super excited if Beyonce had reposted my performance. And I'm not surprised that she also posted Victoria Monet, because you do know that recently they did some sort of ad and together with her mom, Tina Knowles, and things like that. So it seems like there's a sort of business relationship that is going on there. And I do hope it's not a management kind of business, because there's also Chloe Bailey, whose career people are confused as to what's exactly happening to her career. So I do hope that Victoria Monet did not rush into signing anything, or is not planning on jumping ship or anything like that. And so the girls were super excited, and people obviously took this as a chance to start shading Bongo 2. And they were like, oh, well, why did you not, your friend or your person, Beyonce, post you also on her Instagram. You also performed at the BETs, so it seems like she doesn't care about you. Like, you know how people are like, okay? Especially since people like to say Beyonce does not play about Bongo too. Beyonce does not play about Bongo too. And the way they say it, I'm just like, oh my God. They say it like it's supposed to scare people. They say it like Bongo 2 is supposed to be allowed to walk all over people. I mean, she tried that mess with Nicki Minaj, daring her to, to tag her, daring her to name her name. And Nicki Minaj did in Bigfoot. Nicki Minaj literally tagged her on Twitter. She tried that, okay? And I guess that's why she was like, oh, when I got, to this entire thing with Rock Nation, I feel so safe. Oh my God. So I guess that's what made her safe enough to try and dare Nicki Minaj into calling her, using her name. And Nicki was like, you think I'm scared of Bot Nation? I'm not, okay? So it seems like, I don't know, Beyonce might be ignoring her, or maybe it's not that much of a big deal. Is Beyonce just appreciating performers? Because she herself is also a performer, and I do think that a level of performing and a type of performances really does match the one of Teyana Taylor, as well as Victoria Monet. So yeah, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. Okay. The next thing that we are going to be talking about, you guys. But anyway, don't throw Megan too much, you guys, before her team rushes to Beyonce and to basically ask for flowers. Like, oh please, can you do something? Can you post her? Can you send her flowers? The people are trolling her. And then she'll be on the internet crying. People say Beyonce does not love me. Anyway, speaking about Bongo 2, it seems like the Billboard predictions are in and people are clocking payola. People are accusing her of payola because now they are saying that his album is predicted to debut at number 3 with 65,000 units. And people are like, okay, there is no way this girl did 65,000 units, because a couple of hours ago it was being predicted that it would debut with 45,000 units. So what happened, in a couple of hours, what happened for the album to jump from 45k to 65k? And people were even trolling us, saying that, it seems like there was a trade off between payola for the tour and payola for the album. But I don't understand, you guys, when you say payola for the tour. What do you mean? Do they buy people to sit on there? Or do you mean payola in the form of booking a venue that they know won't sell out, and in the form of giving people free tickets away? Maybe that's the payola that you're talking about. But anyway, you guys, let me know in the comment section what you think about this entire predicted debut. Do you think that there's anything logical in that? I mean, even if they payolarize their way to 65k, this just goes to prove that there is a big difference, okay? Because honestly, for somebody who has been doing so poorly with all of her previous projects, I just knew that no matter how much payola they bring in, it cannot be insane payola, because then it will blatantly look like it's just lies, like you can't tell me that the same person who failed to sell Tromazine all of a sudden is risen up to sell hundreds of thousands and things like that. That just would be impractical. So that's why it never made sense to me, this entire thing of trying to put her on a pedestal that she's not. It never made any sense to me, because it's not like a Doja Cat getting payola. Because if Doja Cat gets payola, it would be understandable, because her albums have not been that much of flops as compared to Bongo 2. So let's see how this is going to go, you guys. And at this point, how many units did Doja Cat do for her first week with her album? How many units did she do? Because now I need to compare. If I see that Bongo 2 is being said to do more sales than Doja Cat, I will literally laugh my behind off, because that is so unrealistic. It's so untrue. Like, in what world is Bongo 2 selling more than Doja Cat? That doesn't make any sense. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think these payola drama things are going to go, honestly. The next thing that we are going to be talking about, you guys, happy birthday to Saweetie. Happy birthday to the icy girl. It seems like, her boo YG decided to also take to his, Instagram to wish Saweetie a happy birthday. And if there's one thing that I've learned about people's relationship is, listen, it's none of my business. Because at the end of the day, people who have their who has and he has ever rubbed together, those people really, you can't really tell what they will do tomorrow. They will literally wake up back together. So with this entire YG and Soweto situation, it is what it is. And I also do feel like YG is at a point where he probably is sort of done with the streets. I think I would like to believe that. With the streets, I mean with dating multiple women, I would like to believe that he's probably at that age where he has done it all and is probably now a little bit chilled. So, and it does seem like he likes the girl like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? It seems like he looks at the girl like, a whole trophy, and she is a trophy. I mean, Sowiti is fine, you guys. We can say all we want to say about her not being able to rap, but when it comes to looks, that girl is so beautiful. Anyway, the next thing and she seems very cool and unproblematic as well. She seems like she just minds her money, minds her glowing skin, her poreless skin, and that's all she cares about. The next thing that we are going to be talking about, you guys, we're going to be talking about lottery ticket. She said you're not going to leave me out of the conversations because people were really not paying that much attention to her BET performance. And I guess she was like, you know what, by fire, by thunder, you guys are going to pay attention to me, because she's back and talking about appendix again and holding appendix up in an Instagram post. Now, what is this? If that Christian TikTok rapper starts rapping about you girls, I don't want to hear you complaining, because this is exactly what he was crying about. He said that he has to close his eyes. He said he has to close his eyes to forbid corruption from entering his eyes. The man is so corny. Oh my god. He did an entire rap thing over like the female rap gallus performances at the BETs. Like, I was like, boy, you're doing too much, okay? Close your eyes for what? If you never seen it, behind before. Like, what's new about people shaking their behinds? Stop it, okay? Anyway, the next thing that we're gonna be talking about, you guys, we are going to be talking about Armon Wiggins and TGIF, okay? It seems like, well, the show might be coming to an end, or Al might actually be leaving the show. I do not know exactly. It was so vague, when he was asked about the show. And it seems like it's out there saying, oh, well, we'll see how that plays out. We'll see how that plays out. So what do you guys think is going to happen to the show? Do you think that this is probably the end? I personally highly doubt that. If anything, I think if I was offended, he might have to leave, because as it stands right now, Claudia and Armon Wiggins are super tight. And given that the show was Claudia's idea, I do not see Armon Wiggins leaving the show over this. But if anything, I do see Al probably leaving the show because of this. That's just my opinion, eh? So I would try and set a snippet of Al talking about this entire situation, but he was really just beating around the bush, okay? So I think it would be sad for the arrival of Armon to basically mean the departure of another person. I think that would be insane, in my own opinion, okay? Because it's beginning to feel like Claudia is looking for a little, bestie to be fighting her battles, and she's out there just, being the controller. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, literally being the controller and the people just doing whatever she's orchestrating. This is what it's beginning to feel like if I were to leave and I'm on where to stay on the show. But then again, let me know in the comment section what you think about that entire situation. What exactly do you think is going to happen to the show? Do you think that this is going to be the show, the end of the show? I don't think Amon would let go of such a bag for anything, because I mean the amounts that I was hearing, they are not bad, okay? They are literally not bad. And I think that, well, he would not be ready to let go of that amount of money, okay? So let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. That being said, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. I post each and every single day and I keep you updated, you guys. We are on the road to 15,000 subscribers. So why do you not subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you will not miss any of my videos? Until my next one. See you.
So I hope not, but if it is, that's life, right? And I got to keep moving. I got to keep going. I got to keep on track with what my whys are in my life. So, when one door closes, another one opens. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Aletha Hunt. Sorry, guys. Al, are you returning to Fox? So, good question, Aletha Hunt. We will see. I'm sorry, that's the best I can give you on that. We will see if I'm returning to Fox Soul. Like I said, that show means a lot to me. I put a lot of time and energy. If anybody's watched that show, I've only missed one day. I've only missed one day off that show in the 5 years that the 4 going on 5 years that show has been on. And I can tell you, anybody who doesn't miss a day of work, and that one day that I